So for me to really explain what inspired the founding of Africa Sports Unified, I have to give you context and backdate it a little bit. So I was born and raised in South London to Nigerian parents, which was excellent. We were all extremely passionate about sports and in particular football. I had the opportunity to represent England schoolboys in football. And so I traveled playing football. I loved it. And I also had an experience or understanding as to what happens in the business side of sports, to say, like what happens behind the scenes. As many of you may be able to relate with me on, being raised in a household to Nigerian parents, I was strongly encouraged to continue my studies, which I did. And so in 2013, I was very excited to begin my master's at Birkbeck University, which is part of University of London. And I studied sports management and the business of football, which was really great. I actually really enjoyed it. I focused my dissertation on the NPFL, so Nigerian Professional Football League. I was extremely excited to start it. It was really good. And as I began my dissertation, I stumbled across the first hurdle, which was that there's actually not much quality references I can use for my dissertation. I was looking for information about sports business principles. So your media, information on rights holders, information on governance, information on sporting events, sponsorship, all those sorts of things. There's just a lack of information about sports business principles pertaining to the African sports market. And so as you can imagine, studying a master's in sports business, as I was conducting my interviews and research and speaking to people, I would ask them, where did you go to find out information about what's happening in the sports business market in Africa? They said, there is no place that we go, Gabriel, that we just speak to people. And so I thought to myself, that doesn't sit well with me. I think we can all attest to the fact that Africa has really graced, the global sports world. If we can all think of maybe athletes or football players who have left us with great memories, who have made us smile, and high chances are that they were either African or of African descent. And so it just wasn't correlating with me. A continent that's given so much, yet had minimal information about how to actually develop or put things in place in terms of developing a sustainable ecosystem. And so eventually, instead of banging my head against a brick wall, I had a light bulb moment. And that light bulb moment was, there's a gap in the market, so why not just fill that gap? And so that's what inspired the founding of Africa Sports Unified.